Welcome to this month's edition of OSU Extension Monthly. We're out here at the fairgrounds with the Panhandle Expo going on, and there's a lot of excitement going on this week out at the fairgrounds. And if you haven't made it out, we would certainly invite you to come out and see what all's going on at the county fair. We're really excited about some new things that are happening out at the fair this year. One of the things that we have new is some new employees in the OSU Extension office. And so I have here on my left Miss Katie Hughes, and Katie, this is her second week on the job, and she has done a fantastic job for the Extension Service and for the county fair. She's been involved in a lot of the activities out here, getting to know people, and I'd like for you to get to know her too. So Katie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, Texas County. As Arlene said, I'm Katie Hughes, and a little bit about myself is that I'm from Mechanicsburg, Illinois. My family grows corn and soybeans. When I graduated high school from 2010, I came down here to Panhandle State, where I got my Bachelor's of Science in Animal Science. I graduated in 2014 from here. And I also competed on the college rodeo team as well. And then the last 2 years, I've been in San Angelo, Texas, getting my master's at Angelo State University. I graduated from there this past May. My thesis focused on the effects of compensatory gain using a 7-day co-synchronization protocol in beef heifers.
Well, Katie, we're so glad to have you on board with the County Extension Service. What are some things that you have in mind for programming or whatever? What are you thinking you might get accomplished in this new job of yours?
Well, I'm very excited to be here, that's for sure, being back in this area. A few of the things I would like to do is set up ag nights, where any local ranchers, farmers can come and discuss any issues that they have, and then also get really hands-on as well on the cattle side, your sheep side, goat side, your overall livestock side of things, setting up clinics as well with the kids, and then overall just getting really hands-on is what I would like to do. And if anybody has any suggestions that they would like me to set up for ag nights, they can either call the office or stop by and let me know what they would like me to do.
Sounds wonderful. That'll be something new that has coming out of the OSU Extension office, and we're really excited about this new blood or this new thought process that we have through OSU Extension. So, Katie, what have you done here at the fair already? You've been pretty busy.
I have been busy. A few of the things I've done is that they allowed me to help with the swine show, which was very fun and exciting. And then also yesterday I worked at the goat show, which was again very fun to be doing as well. And then Saturday I will be at the cattle show as well. But mostly been just walking around and trying to introduce myself to everybody and getting to know everybody. So
they kind of got you started on even entry day, didn't they?
Yes, they did. I did work at the ag side of it, putting in entries with all the vegetables and everything like that. So that was pretty exciting for second week. And
you know, really, you're being new, you don't know, but our numbers are up in our agriculture, horticulture department, and we're really excited about that. So, you know, come on out and see some really nice, good-sized pumpkins and some beautiful watermelon. And if we get lucky, we're going to cut into one of those watermelons on Saturday night. So come on out and maybe you can get a piece with us. So, well, is there anything else you want to say, Katie, before we introduce our other new educator?
No, I'm just excited to be back in this area and either stop by the office or come out and see me these next few days out here and let me know what I can do for you.
And now I'd like to introduce to you our other new extension educator. This is Ashley Gutierrez, and Ashley is our new 3/4 time 4-H educator. We're so thankful and appreciative of our Texas County Commissioners and our Excise Board for coming up with the funding that would allow us to hire a 3/4 time 4-H educator. And Ashley has actually only been on the job it's been about a month now?
A little bit over, about 2 months. About 2 months.
Okay. So she's been out and about and working with the 4-H program, and we're so excited to have her in the office and have help with the 4-H program that we have here in Texas County. We have a really nice 4-H program, and I know with the addition of Ashley, it's just going to grow and get better. So Ashley, welcome to the show today, and why don't you tell our viewing audience a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Ashley Gutierrez. I'm originally from Kim, Colorado, southeast corner, middle of nowhere. I graduated from high school in 2008 and went to Lamar Community College for equine business management, and I ended up double majoring and graduating with equine business management and an ag transfer. Came up here to OPSU and again double majored, graduated in 2014 with a bachelor's in biology and a bachelor's in science. And I grew up doing 4-H, and it was one of my passions, so I figured I'd continue to work with it. So
we're glad to have you. What are some of the things you've been doing out here at the fair, Ashley?
Well, the first month I was here, I took a group of kids and Arlene and Brad up to Roundup for state 4-H, and I had a blast up there. Good way to get one-on-one with some of the kids and all that, and then just working in the office, doing a little lamp workshop, and then working here at the county fair, checking in exhibits and seeing all the wonderful work that they've all done throughout the year.
So she as well has been busy. Tell us about this section right here in our 4-H department.
Okay, this here is the best of show. It's the best of all the competition. We have a little iPhone case here from Deke Wilson that's hand tooled, and then we have a beautiful painting from Tempe Oaks.
Tempe always does a beautiful job with her painting, so yes, she's getting better, and it's gorgeous. I would hang that in my house.
Oh yeah. We have a wool jacket here from Emily Richards. I heard rumors that she did this by hand, this little beading up here.
She actually has taken this to the National Make It With Wool contest, so she sews every year. That's beautiful work.
Oh, this is beautiful, beautiful. I'd wear it. And we have some delicious sugar cookies from Paul Oaks. They are sugar, they were rolled. They enter in a class of 3 rolled sugar cookies. And the judge absolutely loved them. And then we have our champions, our grand champions overall. It's all based off a point system. Each placing first, second, third is a 5, 4, 3 points. Our senior grand champion is Tempe Oaks, and our senior reserve grand champion is Clarissa Glover from Goodwill. And our junior grand champion is Maddie Flanagan. And our junior reserve grand champion was a tie with Deke Wilson and Paul Oaks.
Yeah, first time I believe we've ever had a tie for our champion or reserve champion in our department, and I've been here a long time, so that's kind of neat that we had 2 young men, and both of them are young men, who brought in some outstanding work and what have you. So, Ashley, you have anything else planned in the future, or?
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I have plenty of things planned. I'll plan to put on a workshop, maybe, hopefully, every month, and have a little get-together so I can meet more people, get more people involved in 4-H, or spread the word of what we're doing here at the Extension office. So,
well, Ashley, we're glad to have you on board as our 4-H educator here in Texas County, and if any of you parents have questions or want Ashley to come and do some things for you, certainly contact her at the Texas County OSU Extension Office. Of course, we're located at 301 North Main here in Guyman, or you can call us at 580-338-7300 and ask for Ashley, and she will help you out. And if you need ag questions or ag comments, you can certainly contact Katie. And of course, I will now be the Family and Consumer Science educator here in Texas County. And talking about these sugar cookies, I didn't get to taste them, but I understand that they were just wonderful. One of the things that I have planned in the near future is to do some workshops, a series of workshops in the 4-H Food and Nutrition Project area, as well as doing some sewing, because this young lady that made this beautiful jacket, this is her last year in 4-H, so we need some kids that will come up behind her and follow in her footsteps. We have moved over into the OHCE department of the fair, and that is one of the departments that the OSU Extension Office is in charge of. And I have with me here today a really fine young lady, Joanne Keir. And Joanne, you've been a part of the OHCE group for a long time. How many years?
A little over 25 years.
A little over 25 years. So you probably just joined about the time I started, because I've been here 24 years. So
Yeah, I retired from school in 79 and joined in 80.
In 80, so yeah. So where we're at right now is the OHCE Country Store, and Joanne's going to tell us all about the OHCE Country Store that is every year at our county fair. So.
We have 4 groups of ladies. Each have their own club, and they all have a booth out here, and there's certain things that they do to enter that booth, and they're all judged, and of course it's all in good fun, but we always try to see who can get the most blue ribbons. But they were judged Wednesday, and it went well. At the back is some educational booths that each club does, and they're about different areas that we have studied over the year. Now, our country store, the ladies from the 4 groups furnish everything that is here to be sold. Most of it is homemade. If you can see here, there's homemade jams, and there's jellies, there's cakes. Just, oh my goodness.
This is barbecue sauce. So
oh, that would be good.
Homemade barbecue sauce.
And we have all kinds of candy and cookies, and there's always pies and cakes. You name it, we've got it. And it's homemade, so it's a good thing. Can you think of anything else that we need?
Why do you run a country store at the fair?
Well, we do so many things that cost money that we have to make money in order to pay for it.
That's right.
We try to benefit from all of the organizations that do things, welfare type, and at Christmas time we give out quite a bit of money to different organizations, and we help the 4-H as much as we can.
And we always appreciate that.
And just anything that comes up that we feel like it needs our help, we do it.
Well, your club or your group, they've kind of done a project here at the fair that's been an addition to this department. You want to tell us about Grandma's Reading Corner and why we're doing that?
Well, we decided this year that we would set aside a small area with a rocking chair and a big rug so children could sit on the floor. And we have a lamp, and we've called it Grandma's Reading Corner. And we're going to take turns reading to children that happen to come up and want to sit down and listen for a little while. I think they've already read once, haven't they?
I believe so. Last night was the first night that they read.
This group reads from 3 to 6 tonight, and where all children are welcome. Well, adults too, I guess. There you go.
So Grandma's Reading Corner. That just brings back some really special memories to me.
And I think that's a grandma's chair too.
And it is a grandma's chair, yes. So, okay. Well, Joanne, I do appreciate your being a guest on our show today and telling us a little bit about our OHCE organization. And of course, we always are open to new members if you would be interested in learning how to can, how to bake, how to sew, you know, all of the things that these ladies have learned throughout the year. You're sure welcome to join the organization. There is a membership fee of $15, which is minimal for the amount of knowledge and fun that you'll have through the organization. If you're interested, you can contact us at the OSU Extension Office and we can get you hooked up with one of the clubs. Or if there was enough interest, we could even begin a new group. We could even begin a group that would be of special interest. If you only wanted to sew, or if you only wanted to cook, or you only wanted to do something, we're here to educate you and to let you know how you can make yourself better and the quality of your life better for you. So, Joanne, thank you.
Well, thank you. It was kind of unexpected.
It was unexpected, but you came through just fine.
Thank you, thank you.
Appreciate it. So I guess maybe I need to find some things to buy here at this country store so I can help out this great organization. I think I'm wanting some of these new potatoes. I'm looking at these laying here. They came from Connie Fisher's garden, and
I bought some of this yesterday.
Did you buy some of those yesterday?
It's a different color.
Was it really good?
I don't know. I haven't eaten very much of it.
Haven't tried it yet? Well, thank you for stopping by our country store. I'm thinking I want some new potatoes and fresh green beans.
Oh,
Doesn't that sound good?
Yes, it does.
Sounds wonderful.
It does sound nice.
Again, thank you, and we will move
You're
on.
welcome.
Okay, we've moved over to the Domestic Arts Department of the county fair, and we have our the department superintendent here. This is Phyllis Stevens. Hello, Phyllis. How are you today?
Doing great, thank you.
Doing great.
Yeah.
Looks like you're working on next year's fair project. Is that what you're doing?
I made a quilt of valor out here yesterday, red, white, and blue, and today I'm doing a camouflage, believe it or not, baby quilt.
Okay.
But it's going to be partly pieced, and the rest of it will be appliqued.
Interesting. So we'll look forward to seeing those two products back here at the. You know what? Next year is going to be the 100th anniversary of our county fair, isn't it?
Okay, that'll be exciting.
That will be exciting, and your husband's on the fair board, so hopefully they're going to plan some great activities for next year's fair. But don't wait till next year. Come on out this year and see what it's all about. Look at the handiwork that people made in the domestic art department. This is where the people who enter things have typically, with their hand or with a machine, have made some items that they can use in their home. A lot of people call this the quilt department.
They do.
They do, don't they?
And in the fair book, I'm Department Q.
Oh, Q for quilts.
For quilts, that's right.
Can you tell us anything about these quilts? I mean, there's some beautiful quilts hanging here.
The very first one I would show you would be Mary Howell's. She is our champion quilt and also the department champion exhibit. It's this Christmas quilt. It's every bit hand appliqued. It is machine quilted, but all the applique, all the design on the front of it is done by hand.
Now, how many hours do you think she spent making that quilt?
Every day for over a year. And
but it's gorgeous.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Then we have an area in this department for people over 76 years old, and the blue and white quilt is we call it the Golden Agers group, and it is the Golden Agers champion exhibit. Now they're not all quilts; they can be any Afghans, any embroidery work, anything. And hers is embroidered, hand embroidered. And she said each block in there took her at least 25 hours to do, just to make the needlework portion of it. So,
but it's gorgeous too. I would take either one of those home with me.
It is.
But that won't happen, will it? Because things shouldn't walk off from the fair, should they?
We don't sell any of these items. They're just to be shown and enjoyed.
That's
The
right.
next quilt in line is a t-shirt quilt. It's made from t-shirts. And
who made that quilt? Do you remember?
Cindy Reardon from Tyrone made that one. Uh-huh.
So I really like the one that has the Christmas tree on it.
Okay, that one is a different method. It's called a ragtime. It's a raw edge quilt, and that one is very easy for beginners to start with.
Oh.
It's very easy.
Oh.
And it makes a nice throw to use on the couch or somewhere like that.
Very nice. And then the red, white, and blue one, that is a Quilt of Valor quilt, is it?
Yes, Marianne Goodlow made that one. It's a Quilt of Valor, and it will be given to a veteran in November. And the blue one beside it, the blue one with stars on it, that one is the first quilt she's ever made. And we have a special category for people who have made their first quilt. But she's going to give that one away also. It's a Quilt of Valor and will be given to a veteran in November.
Well, that is
So-
just awesome.
Yes.
So,
I made a Quilt of Valor out here yesterday, and it's not finished yet, but the piecing's done. So now we have to quilt it.
you never waste any time, do you?
That's why I bring my machine, because I don't like to waste a minute.
Yeah.
I like to be working.
So if you're interested in how to quilt and want to know more about it, come out to the fairground, to the fair, and look up Phyllis, and she can probably get you going, because I happen to know that Phyllis is an outstanding quilter and had done some beautiful quilts throughout the year. She's got another one here that she did for her granddaughter for graduation. How many graduation quilts have you made?
Too many to count.
Too many to count. So, and then,
Graduation, weddings, and baby quilts.
so
It's the one I made here is the yellow and gray one, and this is in a special area of our department also. It is for clubs, any needlework club of any kind. In this division, each member has to make an exhibit. It doesn't matter what it is, but they have to contribute to the exhibit. We have 2 clubs this year that are in this, the Panhandle Piecers and Guyman Homemakers. This block I'm making right now is an easy one. It's fun to do. It's called a crazy 9 patch. You stack up the blocks and cut them one direction, sew them back together and press them, and then cut them again and jumble up the blocks, and it's fun to make, and it's a good beginner's project. Yes.
we need to get some quilting done in our 4-H program. So if some of
That would
your
be fun.
members from your group would like to come and do some of the simpler beginning type things, that they can actually take them on to the state fair.
Well,
So-
this is a fun project, and it every block is different, and it's fun. They get to sew a while and then cut a while, and it's fun.
Yeah. Well, we would
Between that one and the ragtime, those are both fun beginner's projects.
beginning projects. So, well, Phyllis, we thank you for taking time to talk about your department and encourage people to bring out their items for next year's fair. It's too late for this year's fair, but start thinking about it after this fair and making plans, because making a quilt doesn't happen overnight. Even though,
No, ma'am, it
though
doesn't.
Phyllis just said she made one yesterday, most of us can't do that. We have to have a little bit more time. I'd have to have a lot more time. It'd probably take me 4 or 5 months to do what she did yesterday, just because I have other things to do, and she was out here and could do it. But if you want to know how to make quilts, you can contact us at the OSU Extension office, and if there were enough people who were really interested in quilting, we could certainly maybe get some workshops set up and get some people started on that. So again, if you're interested in quilting, learning to embroidery, other needlework, handwork, just contact us down there at the OSU Extension office. It's a great stress reduction activity. as long as you don't let yourself get stressed out over it, right?
I do stress over mine. They keep me awake at
They
night.
keep you awake at night. Well,
Right.
I figured as long as you've been quilting that maybe it wasn't very stressful anymore.
I'm very particular.
I
so
realize
I want
that
them to
you
turn
are.
out perfect.
That you want them to be perfect. And you know, the things we do in life, we should want them to be perfect, shouldn't we? Should do the very best that we can do. So again, let us know if you want to do some quilting. Well, we're back here at the back of a fairgrounds building where we have our theme for this year. It is Grow It and Show It. And also this year, we're a little bit sad at our fair because of the passing of our fair secretary, Eva Moosman. She always did a wonderful, wonderful job for all of us out here at the fair, and she certainly is very much missed. If you're coming out and you would like to bring a long stem rose to put in the bouquet that they have for her family, we sure encourage you to do that and show your appreciation to Eva for the 15 plus years that she has provided the structure basically of our county fair. Each year we have a different theme. The one this year was very appropriate about Grow It and Show It. We've had a wonderful year with the weather, lots of produce that has made this year where a lot of times we don't have that happening. So our ag department is up and looks wonderful. And if you want to come out and see the pumpkins and the vegetables that they decorated yesterday in the Perky Pumpkin Contest, that was a lot of fun. Tomorrow is Saturday, and as Katie had said earlier, that'll be the beef cattle show, and we'll all be out there doing that. What we're doing here in the OSU Extension office is we're working as a team to bring educational information to all of you to improve the quality of your life. And that's our mission here with the OSU Extension Service. So if you've got questions, we have the answers. If we don't have the answers, we know where to go to find the answers. So any question that you might have, we can find the answer for. And my husband always says, there's no stupid question. So if you don't know and you want to know something, let us know and we will help you out there. Again, if you're interested in a quilting workshop, learning how to do some basic, simple quilting, get started. We will offer those classes in the near future, and you're welcome to come to that. Next summer, I will probably offer some canning classes. Hopefully we'll have good weather again and have good produce and stuff. So lots of excitement and exciting things coming through from the OSU Extension office. And again, we're located at 301 North Main here in Guyman, and Ashley, Katie, and myself would be more than happy to visit with you and help you out with any questions that you might have.